Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and yes, it's leFH18B2 again, the 105 leFH18B2 French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and yes, we're on Fjords, and this is the southeast spawn, and the name of the player is tiltratt, and yes, he is a member of What Arty Noobs, so it's a replay of one of the members. Now, Fifi's resplendent in her tricolour, her French national colours, but as you all know, Fifi was not a French vehicle, she was not a French Arty. She was based on a French tank, the B1, but unfortunately she was actually a German Arty. That's a German gun there, German efficiency, good old German engineering I'm afraid, but it's French chassis, and a very good chassis at that actually. Very good piece of engineering. The only unfortunate thing about the French tanks... Whoa! That was careering over those rocks there. The only unfortunate thing about these French tanks were that they didn't have a very big cockpit. The tanks kept on breaking down because the engineering wasn't that great, but they were very difficult to destroy because the Germans tried and failed on many occasions to try and destroy some of these tanks when they're in battle. And unfortunately for them, they lost, and many of their tanks were destroyed by some of these tanks. In fact, the B1, in one famous encounter, took out Panzer IVs, Panzer IIIs, and all manner of enemy Mark II, Panzer IIs and Panzer Is. They just were taken out, and even whole divisions were attacking, well not whole divisions, but whole regiments were attacking this single B1 and failed to do so, failed to win. Anyway, let's have a look, and tiltratt's got a T-34, it's over on the western pass, and wow, look at that! That T-34's gone down. Now, did he get the kill? No, he didn't. Unfortunately, it went to the Matilda 4, got him. So now he's got a new target, it's a Churchill 3. Unfortunately, that shot's going to land and it hit the building. Yes, so there was a famous engagement regarding a B1 and these German tanks, and it was so famous that Guderian, the famous German general, German tank general, actually wrote about it, and he praised the French tank. Unfortunately, that French tank didn't manage to survive the war. It was captured, but it did an awful lot of damage. And that round goes in right into the rear of that T-67 and takes him out. You could see the way that tiltratt extended his aim over the target, so he got a slight red line, and that told him the target was definitely in the way of the shot. And now he's got this 3001H, this German heavy. Oh, that round went in! Definitely tracked him, hit the side. It seems to expend itself on the tracks, but that one looks as if it's going in over the... Oh, yes! And it looks there as if he's destroyed the track again. Oh, and the target's taken out. That round, the last round he fired, did hit the engine bay, but the tank had already been destroyed. Okay, so he's got two targets he can take out here. A KV-1, who's backing away, and unfortunately that round's not going to hit him, but there is another tank that's unsighted at the moment behind that wreck. Now, according to the screen, we think that that's probably a KV-1. There he is! He can be seen now, and he's tracked the KV-1 he's aiming at. He's waiting for the round to go in, and as soon as it does, oh, that KV-1's gone down. So, switches to the next one, and the round's already gone out. It hits the wreck that's already there, misses the KV-1 who's moved on, and he can't fire at it because he's got a red line. That means the hill is in the way. T-67 in the dip, going up against the Matilda 4. Round out on the T-67, and it's a kill shot! 249 hit points, that was a really good shot. But now he needs to take out this 60G FT who's firing at the Matilda. Rounds out. Oh, it just went over the top. He's firing AP ammunition at the moment. Oh, I'm not sure that's a wise decision. Maybe he should be firing HE. I think that would damage the 60G, who's moved out of the line of fire, you see. So all that's happening is he's making big divots in the ground, as his rounds go in. But the Matilda is now climbing up. And oh, that was a kill shot. And he did use the last of his AP rounds for that. So he did finally get a kill shot. And that T67 charged his way into destruction there. And was taken out by the M41 HMC with a shotgun. Well done. Now that Churchill 3 he fired at earlier is now gone down into the dip. But he held back just for a split second. Now I wonder if he's being hesitant because he knows that there's an M41 nearby. Unfortunately we lost the Matilda a little while back. And the enemy RT are firing and their shells are exploding nearby. But the M41 is gone over the edge of that rock there to shoot at the Churchill. And he's missed on his shotgun. Now he needs tiltratt to take out that Churchill for him. Unfortunately that round went over the top as well. The Churchill's going to come up this rise here and come around and try and take out the M41 face to face. Now the M41 will have reloaded and that shell went into the Churchill for certain. No explosion. Next round's out. No, the Churchill's moved on. There he is. And he's about to take on the M41. There's the M41 facing off. He's taken one shot. He shotguns, but all he does is stun the Churchill. And that round went in from tiltratt. Can he get the next one in? It's tracked. Rounds out. It's a kill shot. 42. So he picks up the kill. That means there is only 2 enemy left, and they're both RT. He's got a T67 as one of his companions and a Stug 4 as the other. Now the T67 does have 3 kills. So it is possible now for tiltratt to platoon with that T67 and pick up a brothers in arms if they both survive the battle. There's the Stug. Now he's obviously been sitting on the island, on the peninsula. Now tiltratt's saying stay safe and spot. He wants the T67 to spot the enemy Arty. Now the enemy Arty is an AMX13AM and a Grilla. Now the Grilla's the dangerous one because it's got 15 centimeter and it can fire over the entire range, whereas the AMX13AM is only a 10.5 centimeter. It's a little less powerful, still dangerous to the T67, but it's got the same caliber as tiltratt's Fifi. But you need to remember, oh yes, it is dangerous, and he has taken out the T67, but he's still in the same position he was when he fired. Rounds out. Oh, that one landed next door to the Grilla. The Grilla will have moved for certain. Oh, well, I'm just hoping he's not there. He has moved. He has moved. There's no clue as to where he's gone. That's the problem. No, he has gone. Now, the 15 centimeter gun on the Grilla can fire over a very wide area of the map. It's virtually, when you move the Grilla to the center of the map, you can fire over the entire map. It's got that sort of range. And the 15 centimeter shell is very devastating, even at short range. Would take out, and it did take out a T67. But the good thing about the Fifi is the 10.5 centimeter gun is incredibly accurate and very fast to reload. Now, obviously, tiltratt's displayed that in the kills that he's already taken, the 4 kills he's already taken. Now, it's a pity. He would have missed. He would have got a brothers in arms if he had platooned. Now, I'm not sure if he can get that AMX. Yeah, he can if the AMX comes out from behind that building. He can hit him. He fires around him. That's going to hit the building. Yep, it did. I can tell that because the reticule was very large. So chances are it was going to hit that. Now, this time round, it's going to fall ahead of the AMX. Now, the Stug is sitting there, but the worry now is that the Grilla might try to shoot the Stug. Now, can he get that AMX? That's the round from the Grilla. Just there, missed the Stug. But that round is a direct hit, and that kills him. I thought he got it right this time. I thought he was he had his aim dialed in properly. Okay, now tiltratt's moving. He wants to get a better angle because he's going to have to shoot at that Grilla, and Stug is going to have to spot for him. He's moving closer. Well, he might as well. The Gorilla's probably not going to be there anymore. Probably not, but it is worth the Gorilla finding out. Is he in the bushes on the other side? If he does spot him, he's only going to get a few moments chance to actually take that Gorilla out. And tiltratt's going to have to be on the ball to put that shell into that Gorilla the moment it's spotted. Now he's dialing in his aim. He's aiming where he last saw it, which is great. That's the best thing to do, because they normally an Arty won't move too far from where it was last seen. Unless, of course, he thinks he's safe. Now, he might have thought he was safe, and that's why he might have moved from that area. Or he might be guarding the cap, thinking, I don't want to be too far away from my own cap, because I might have to shotgun somebody that's in the cap, or shoot them to stop the to reset the cap. So Stug's going in to have a look. Now I think he probably would have spotted them by now, so there's a fair chance the Gorilla has moved away. I mean, I've been close enough to a bush that Stug is right now, and the enemy has not been able to spot me because I've been in a bush with full camo, full exterior camo, full camo skills, and they just could not see me. It was only when they got within proximity distance that they could actually probably hear my engine and know that I was there. But he never came close enough, and of course I shotgunned the enemy before he knew I was where I was. Okay, the Gorilla's been found. Unfortunately, he's in a position which is going to make it very difficult for tiltratt to hit him. But he's in the water. Okay, he hasn't tried to drown. He's using the water for cover. Now the Stug's located him. If he can hold him there, then tiltratt can finish him. No, that wasn't dialed in enough. You need to dial it in fully, tiltratt. Now, watch out, because that Gorilla is pulling back to try and get a shot into the... Oh, that was a kill shot! He got it right that time. I thought for a second that Gorilla was going to get a shot off at the Stug, but he didn't try it in enough time. And that's the thing, to hold the enemy in position and then fire an accurate shot into him as he's trying to shoot at somebody else. And that usually does the trick. Okay, let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. And it's a first-class tanker for tiltratt in the 105 leFH18B2. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. In fact, he got 16 in that battle alone. He also picked up a high caliber for doing the most damage to the enemy, at least 20% of the total hit points of the enemy team. And he picked up a top gun because he got more than 6 kills. In fact, he got 6 kills, or at least 6 kills. And he picked up the counter battery because he took out the AMX-13 105AM and the Gorilla, which are both the enemy Arty. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, naturally he came top on damage, 1,371 hit points. He came top on kills with 6, and he came top on base XP by just 1 experience point from the T67, who got 3 kills but unfortunately was taken out. That was the gentleman who was wiped out by the Gorilla in a shotgun move. Let's have a look at the shots fired. Well, he fired 34, which is quite a lot, but he got 11 direct hits, 9 penetrations, 5 splash, damage of 1,371 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. And of course, it must be said, he did win the battle for his team. He fired at 8 of the enemy and damaged 8 of the enemy, but he killed 6 of them. He also did damage assistance of 116 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 35,667 credits. And after ammunition resupply, and you know Fifi is very cheap to resupply, he ends up with 31,379 credits, which is a decent score. He received 1,130 experience points, but he received a personal reserves bonus of 282, and because Fifi is a premium vehicle, an extra 452, so he took away in total 1,865 experience points in total. So well done, tiltratt. That was a good display, and it was very interesting towards the end. I was a bit worried that the Gorilla might be just around the side of the mountain and you wouldn't be able to fire at it. But I was a bit surprised that the Gorilla moved away from his own cap, because if the Stug had started to cap, I think the Gorilla would have had to have driven back to put a shell into him to stop the cap. but instead he actually decided to go defensive, sat in the pool. I don't think he intended to drown himself, but you never know. I mean, some Arty players do, but none of the members of What Arty Noobs like to do that, because we like to fight to the end. We fight to win. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in the next video.